Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So by now, obviously you saw the title and maybe saw all over the internet. I have a brand new palette that is coming out in a couple of days with Anastasia Beverly. I am honestly speechless. This has been such a dream come true for me, and I'm filming this video a little sooner than I expected. The palette ended up leaking last night, so we posted about it a little bit sooner than expected, but I wanted to sit down, that way I could be the first one to show you guys like real-time swatches, go over everything from A to Z about this palette because I worked so hard on it and it's my new baby and I'm just so obsessed with it, and I cannot wait to show you guys all of the details. I guess Cindy's excited about it too. So if you guys want to see my brand new palette, then please keep watching. You're just a baby girl, you want to help? Look, hold mommy's palette. Go out and buy it. So starting out with the outer packaging, I personally love how this looks. It came out so beautiful. So it has a little bit of like a 3D texture when you touch it, but it looks like there's gems on it, which is so cool. So it's pretty smooth to the touch and you could see your reflection of yourself in it, which is so cool. I really wanted this palette to look super girly and pink, and I just wanted it to stand out from anything else that I've personally ever seen on the market, but it still kind of goes with like my whole theme of any products that I have released in the past. I just absolutely love how it came out. I love the gold details and the gems, and then opening it up, we have all of these gorgeous shades. I wanted this palette to really be true to who I am. When I was first thinking of shades to do for this palette, I didn't know if I should do some like pops of color. I wasn't really sure the direction I wanted to go with it, and when I was talking with Claudia, who is Anastasia's daughter, she was really hands-on with every little detail of this palette with me. She was like, I want you to make it your own, and I want you to choose colors that you would use every single day. She was saying since it is like a limited edition palette, you want people to see it and think of you. So once I heard that, I was like, you know what, she's so right. I really want to use colors that I will use every single day. And with this palette, since I've had the samples, which has been probably like 7 months, I would say I've had the final samples, I've been using it every single day. Obviously on camera I haven't used it, of course, but every picture that you've seen of me from the past like 7 months, I've been using this palette. So I can honestly say that the colors are amazing and they are me in a nutshell, but I also wanted to make sure like all of you guys would love it, and I wanted to choose colors that were perfect for like day to night looks and, you know, just like an everyday neutral type of look. But then I also added in some really cool colors that I've personally never seen all together in a palette before. I feel like for fall this year, these slate grays are really, really big. I can't wait to swatch them for you guys so you can see how gorgeous they are. They're stunning and I'm obsessed with them. I also have this really, really gorgeous purple color that I'm obsessed with, and the color Libra is a shade that I've personally never seen anywhere before. So of course in a second we're gonna get into all the swatches so you guys can see them up close and personal, but I really wanted you guys to see this palette and not only love it and want it because of how gorgeous the packaging was, but I also wanted you to get it because, you know, it'd be colors that you would use every single day. So let's quickly go over names and then I will do some close-up swatches for you guys. So starting on the top row, we have the first shade, which is named Bali. This is like a beautiful champagne pink shimmer shade. And of course I had to include all 5 of my cats in this palette. So I tried matching the shades as best possible to what my cat's colors actually are. The next shade is this beautiful mauve purple. This one is called Bybel. So this shade is one of my all-time go-to shades, like for everything, for daytime, for nighttime. It's just like a shade that I've had in my life for a very long time, so I figured why not name it Bybel. It's very fitting. Next up we have this gorgeous purple like shape-shifting color. It looks blue, it looks purple. This is named Mandala, which is my sister's nickname. So I like to describe my sister as like a magical unicorn, so this shade was honestly, as soon as I saw it, I knew I was gonna name this one for her. Next up, we have Libra, which is this beautiful like mauve shimmer, like gray shade. It's hard to really describe it because I've never seen anything like it, but I just think it's so gorgeous and it's perfect for fall time. I can't wait to show you guys a bunch of looks that I have created already with this palette. I did a bunch for my different photo shoots that I had with Anastasia, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of looks with this palette, so definitely stay tuned. Then next up we have the color Jode, which is like this really beautiful like slate gray. This was my mom's favorite shade in the whole palette, so I had to name it after her. Jode is her nickname. The next shade over is named the OA, or it's named OA for my favorite TV show, which is the OA. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to. It's actually been discontinued, and there's like this whole movement going on right now to try and get it back for the 3 extra seasons that they had planned. So maybe this palette will be a little bit of a push for that as well. That is my favorite show. I literally have watched it probably 3 times over again, but the reason I named this shade that is it has like so many flecks of different sparkle in it, and it just reminded me of like a beautiful night sky and just the OA in general. If you guys watch the show, I'm sure you can understand why I would have named it this, but I love this shade. This is definitely one of my favorites in the palette. I've personally never seen a shade that looks as gorgeous as this. And like I said, for fall, I'm really predicting a lot of these like dark grays to be really popular. And then next up we have Bowie, which is a matte ash brown shade. This shade to me is like my go-to. I need it for every single look that I ever use. I have it on right now as well. What's awesome about this shade is if you use a light hand on it, it's like a lighter ash brown, or if you use a little bit of like a setting spray to dip your brush lightly in it, it's gonna come almost black. So you can make this shade almost black, which is amazing. So it kind of can transform any look. So on the bottom row we have Bear, which is a matte neutral, like a nude shade that I personally use almost every single day with every look. And of course I had to name this one Bear for my little berry boy. Next up we have this beautiful shimmery gold, which I named Moo after my best friend Moo. Me and her call each other Moo, and this shade is also one of my go-to favorites. I have it on my nose as a highlighter and also in my tear duct. This shade and also Bali can double as highlighters, which I love. I always like to have like multi-purpose shades, that way when I am doing my makeup I don't have to reach for like 12 other palettes. Moving on, we have Chai, which is like a matte brownish shade with a little hint of orange. This is also one of my most used shades. I have this on in my crease, and this shade I always gravitate towards if I'm wearing like basically no makeup but I just want to add like a little dimension into my eyes. This shade I will always use with like a large blending brush and just blend it right into my eyes, so I'm obsessed with this shade. It's like a classic. Everybody needs this shade. Moving on, we have Cindy, which is like a peachy orange shade. This is so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this shade. I did a look with this where I applied this color all over my lid, and then I did like a little bit of the ash brown in the crease, and I loved how bright and beautiful it was. So for today's look I actually mixed Bear on my eyelid, and then I did a little bit of Cindy right on top of it to give it like a really pretty peachy base. So again, what's cool about these shades is you can mix a lot of them to create different colors. I really wanted like one palette that I never had to touch any other palette with, and this one has been that for me. Next up we have Stev, which I know I keep saying this, but this shade I love, 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 love. It's amazing. It's like a strawberry, raspberry matte shade that's gorgeous. So Stev is my dad's nickname, so of course I had to name one for him as well. For my product shoot, I did use this color. I applied it all over my lid and also into my crease. It was like a one shadow look. I did a little bit of Bowie in the crease to like the outer V to deepen it a little bit, but it's so gorgeous. It's perfect for fall. I have worn this shadow out so many times and I've gotten so many compliments on it. I'm obsessed with it. So next up we have the shade Aura, which is like this beautiful shimmery pink, but it has like hints of like gold in it. The reason that I wanted to name this one Aura, I actually have it written down because I didn't want to mess it up, but a pink aura represents happiness and joy. It also signifies softness, sweetness, yearning, sensitivity, and being emotional. When you radiate a pink aura, there's positivity and harmony in your life. You are a tender and compassionate person, and you have a love for anything that's beautiful. So I just thought that one was absolutely perfect for the shade. So that's Aura. And then last but not least, I have this amazing gold bronze shimmer. And this one I named for all of you guys, my subscribers. I named this one My Angels, and this one was just like a gorgeous, stunning shade, and I of course had to name one for you guys because without any of you, this and just every part of my life would not be possible, and I'm so honored and blessed to have all of you guys in my life, and I just want to say thank you so much for all of your love and support. Like, it means the absolute world to me. And you guys that have been following me for a long time know how big this moment is for me, and Anastasia Beverly Hills has always been one of my top favorite brands, one of the #1 brands in the entire world, and the fact that I had this opportunity to create a palette with them is just like a complete dream come true. And I really, like I keep saying, like I just don't have words to describe or to express like how I genuinely feel about this, because it still doesn't even feel real. I think once it's like out on the shelves and I can like go and see myself, I think then it'll actually hit me. I've been working on this for over 1.5 years, and it's just been an absolute dream come true. So I want to say thank you so much first to Claudia and Anastasia for giving me this opportunity. I actually got to meet them a couple years ago in more of like a friendly setting, and I had dinner at Anastasia's house, and I got to like meet them on like a one-on-one basis, and they're just such amazing people. And 1.5 years ago, I was thinking of like who I wanted to do my next collab with, so I decided to reach out to them, not thinking that they would even say yes. And Claudia had actually told me that they were planning on asking me to do a collab by the time that I reached out. So it was kind of just like a perfect moment, and every part of this process has just been so amazing, and I'm just so honored and blessed, and I just can't believe this is just like such a highlight of my career. And when I was doing my photo shoot out in LA, like I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. I was like sitting on the set, and I just had like tears in my eyes because it was just like such an emotional moment for me. I've been on YouTube now 8 years, and I've had so many amazing like monumental moments, but for me this is like just everything. So thank you. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. It's so amazing, and I know you guys are gonna love it just as much as me. Plus, like, it's sitting out on your counter. Like, how gorgeous is this? You guys know I'm a sucker for packaging. There's so many brands that like I keep the actual packaging for because I just love how it looks. And I'm doing like hints of pink all over my beauty room, so this is gonna be one of my staple pieces all over. So I also have the PR kit that it came with. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. It has like 3D little circles all over it, and it's really girly and pink. So this is what it looks like. And what's really cool is the packaging for the palette. This is the actual box for the palette, so it looks the same as the actual palette, which is so cool. So it's really beautiful. So you can see the back, it has a little picture on it. And this launches on the 7th on AnastasiaBeverlyHills.com, and it's gonna be on Sephora, Ulta, Macys, Nordstrom, and Dillards starting Monday 10/10, which is so exciting. It's also gonna be in stores, which is gonna be crazy. I cannot wait to see my face in Sephora, Macys, Ulta, Nordstrom, like all that. I just can't believe it. It's so exciting. So as I mentioned, I'm gonna be doing so many videos showing different looks with my palette, so definitely stay tuned for those. As I mentioned, this was leaked last night when I was gonna have a couple more days, so I was planning on doing a makeup tutorial for this video, but I really wanted to get this up before anything else leaks. I wanted to show you guys everything and just explain why I chose everything, because I think that's what really makes the palette so special. I mean, you could see photos online and you could see the swatches on models, but it's not the same, and I really wanted to, you know, talk you guys through it and just give you like the full reveal coming from me. So thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Like, I was reading some of your comments on my picture that I posted last night, and I'm just so blessed and honored, and you guys are just so amazing. So thank you. I love you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely stay tuned for more videos using my brand new palette. Love you guys so much, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.